Hey guys, I want to go over with you for a bunch of reasons why doing two-bedroom units are okay. I think that we get so caught up in, well, I don't do two bedrooms, and I heard on QLS you don't do this type and you don't do condos. Look, when I first started, we did condos, we did two bedrooms, we did everything. Just that as we evolve, we get pickier and pickier when the lead flow is through the roof. But I want to show you an example of a two bedroom because I don't want you to get yourself so pinned that you don't look at deals. Like if you're not getting enough leads, add two bedrooms. If your market has a lot of higher end areas for rental or sale, like condos or prevalent condos everywhere, two bedrooms are working. Like, don't limit yourself. So let me just share. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you how avoiding a two bedroom for any reason, quite frankly, can be a detrimental thing. So are two bedroom homes okay? Yes, don't limit yourself, okay? So let me just show you why I say that. I'm gonna date myself here, but back in 2013, there was a woman who had a ranch. It was a two bedroom. It was on the market for, I wanna say, I'm gonna use rough numbers here, guys. It was on the market for roughly $219, okay, roughly. And it didn't sell, and she had to go to Florida. So it was literally my first sandwich. I had done a whole bunch of AOs, and I'm like, let me try this out. So she owed at the time, she owed around let's just say 186. The numbers aren't as important as the lessons here that are gonna be built in. So first sandwich ever. A couple nuances here. This payment was about 1162 from memory, okay? And I went out to the market and was able to get about 1500. So basically I sold it for 1500 a month. That payment up here, 1162, was PIT. I sold that for 1500 a month. The principal payment was about average for that size loan, like whatever, 300, maybe approaching 4 as the time went on. We're sitting now at 7 years, almost 7 years coming up in a few months. So we sold it for that, and we sold it for like 219, basically what I thought it was worth what the realtor had it on for. Now, at the time, one of the points of the story is everyone said, number one, you're nuts to be doing homes like you are on terms in 2013. Okay, great, thank you for the affirmation, because that's why I'll go do it. Go the opposite direction of everyone. Trust me on that. They're watching the news, they're watching the media. Why is that appropriate to today's filming? Well, as of today, we are still in COVID, right? Coming up into the spring. So a lot of people are saying, don't do that, you don't know what's gonna happen. No, buy. Now's the time to tie up properties. So this property that was maxed out perhaps maybe at 219, a couple things happened since then. So that, because people say, well, what if the buyer fails? And what if this happens? And what if a tornado comes? And what if the roof, all these things, all these what ifs. Don't worry about it. There's ways to pivot on literally every single deal. Now, the buyer's in the home, the fiance left, the girl left. And so the option period by which these guys could buy this was gonna pass. And so I called the owner because the guy wanted to stay in the house. Basically said, look, my credit needs to be fixed. My dad wants to help me. This guy fixed the house up and you can't believe it's way nicer than I gave it to him 7 years ago. And he said, but I want to stay. Please don't kick me out. I know I can't close in time. It was like a year out, but I'll stay. I'll pay you on time. And to this day, he's never, ever, ever, ever missed a payment. Okay. So he became a tenant. Now, what I did to stay in the property was I converted, and this is one of our classic techniques, is I converted this to a sub 2. Now, how did I do that? The woman that left was due no money. We took it over for what was owed, around 186. She was due nothing. So what I knew was, because she kept in touch with me, she had moved to Florida after divorce, was really hurting financially. So I called her up and I said, look, Deb, her name was, I said, if I was to go ahead and send you $2,500 to help you out, I'd like to take the deed on the property because I can control the insurance. I don't have a clock ticking. I'll keep your payment up. I just need time, and I think you could use the cash right now. It was just a very blunt conversation, to which she said yes right away. My attorney did a conventional closing, sent it all electronically back and forth to Florida. We closed the deal, own the house. Okay, what's happened since then? What's happened since then is the buyer, Drew, has continued to pay his $1,500 a month. In fact, he's up to about, we've escalated a few times every year because remember, he's just a buyer, a renter now. I think he's paying around $16.80 now in rent. My payment hasn't changed, but what's changed, guys? This 1162 hasn't changed, but what has changed? Principal's getting higher and higher, is it not? As an amortization works, it's getting higher and higher. Fast forward to today. I looked at the sheet yesterday, which caused me to do this. We owe around 136 on that house. Zillow has it at around 259 or so. Look at that. So should I do 2-bedroom homes? What happens if a buyer defaults? All these things, don't worry about them. I don't want to water this business down, but I will tell you that every curveball that could happen has happened to us. Literally, like hundreds of buyers have thrown curveballs at us, had deaths, had divorces, had breakups, had in-laws out of state that they had to move to, had dogs that defecated all over the house. We've had it all, and we've pivoted and made do with it, okay? So please don't worry about all these little nuances that can and will happen, and because you'll be leaving money on the table. And don't count yourself out of 2 bedrooms. It's all about the math. I hope that helps you. I hope that opens your mind to more deals, not pinning yourself, and I hope that opens you to stop worrying about any potential perceived in your mind risk, because right now this deal has whatever that comes to, 125 plus K sitting there in equity. Could I sell it and tell the renter he has a notice? Yeah. Could I instead just leave him alone? And then when he's ready to buy it someday, maybe say to him, okay, the new price is whatever it is. Maybe it's 300K then. And maybe my loan is down to 90, I don't know. But the bottom line is no reason to get out of it. If I needed to raise cash, could I raise cash by selling it or placing a second on it that would be from a private investor that wouldn't be us signing personally? Yep, could probably raise 100 on that right now. So I hope that helps you. Chime in wherever you've seen this, whether it's in the Associate Resource Center or YouTube or social media or anywhere else. Chime in, let me know your biggest aha. I'd love to chat with you. If you want to chat further about this or other deals, and you're not an associate, so in other words, you're seeing this somewhere else besides the Associate Resource Center, then just go to smartrealestatecoach.com/action. It'll ask you to answer a couple questions so I know who the heck you are, and then we can chat on a private strategy call. I very much look forward to that. Let's go off in this market and do deals. We have a chance to do that right now more than ever. Make it a great week.